Here in my garage, just bought this new Lamborghini here.
Before Tai Lopez became the newest face, the internet loved to hate, with his "here in my garage" ad being viewed 60 million times.
Knowledge.
Before YouTubers posted endless reaction videos criticizing his 67-step program as a get-rich-quick scheme and labeling him a scam artist.
In fact,
What?
I'm a lot more proud of these.
It's on the fucking television now?
Before the self-help guru-led TED Talks, started one of the biggest book clubs in the world and sat down with big names like Mark Cuban, Larry King, Arnold Schwarzenegger, also Abigail Ratchford. Whew, that was hot.
They like you, they think you're funny.
Before his love for cars, mansions, babes, and books would attract over 1.5 million followers on his social media accounts, bringing his net worth to over $4 million. Tai Lopez was raised by a single mother and grandmother out in California. He was eager to learn the keys to a great life and dropped out of college in hopes of finding them. But after years of helping in a leper colony, working on farms, and living with the Amish, Tai came home to America broke and he had to move back in with mom. Don't worry, Tai, I ain't knocking ya. I had to move in with my mother after my TV show Beer for Breakfast. Well, it failed to impress the suits over at MTV.
And you can do it. Let's just grab some ice.
At this point, I was so proud of these boys.
Yeah, that show, it crashed and burned. Well, Tai Lopez, he certainly figured it out, because nowadays he's rubbing shoulders with gorgeous babes, he's living in the Hollywood Hills, and he has the whole world talking about him and his car in his garage. Here in my garage, I own this 2002 Hyundai Tiburon. It's fun to drive around the mean streets of Toronto. But what I like more than materialistic things is bios. In fact, I'm more proud of the 450 bios we've done on my channel before they are famous. What's going on, guys? It's Michael McCrudden, and we are doing the Before They Were Famous on Tai Lopez. Lopez was born on April 11th in Hollywood, California. He's also done an incredible job at keeping the details of his life private, which is really impressive coming from someone that had their mug plastered all over YouTube for a few months. Seriously, he was the talk of the town. What we do know is that Tai was raised by a single mother and grandmother who came from Berlin, Germany. His dad was a bodybuilder who took home the Mr. New York title in the 50s, but never played a part in young Tai's life. Don't worry, later in life he'd get to hang out with Arnold Schwarzenegger. That would probably kinda make up for it.
Get to the chopper!
One of the greatest conversations I've ever had.
His family didn't have much money to their name, so when he was 16, he asked the smartest guy he knew for some life advice. His grandfather, who was a scientist, replied, "Life's too complicated to find the answer in one place." Instead, he told Tai to learn as much as he could through books and mentors. A week later, Tai got a package from him, a set of 11 books called The Theory of Civilization, and boy did he take Grandpa's advice seriously. After that day, Tai became obsessed reading a book a day.
Knowledge.
He left home in college hoping to learn the keys to living the good life. Now, I'm no self-help guru, but if I had those keys, I'd start a life for myself in Vegas. But Tai, he decided to work in a leper colony in India. Yeah, I know, weird. From there he went to live on a self-sustaining farm, then he spent 2.5 years living with the Amish. Yeah, back then, well, the guy certainly didn't care about material wealth. But that's clearly changed.
Just bought this new Lamborghini here.
He came back with an empty bank account, no degree, and no prospects for the future. The most impressive skill on his resume up to that point was milking cows. So Tai moved back in with mom until he got on his feet again. Finally, Tai got the kick in the pants he needed from an uncle and set out to find someone who could teach him how to make money. He opened up his phone book, looked under the finance section, and picked a name. He then put on a suit and went and met with a businessman offering to work for free if he could teach him how to make some real hard cash. Believe it or not, that move, it actually worked, and Tai had found himself his first mentor. He became a certified financial planner and worked at GE Capital in wealth management for 2 years. Then in 2003 he left to form his own company, LLG Financial, and went on to invest in several dating sites.
How can you be better with women? Guys always ask me this question.
So clearly the guy was making bank. He decided to settle in the Hollywood Hills, and he continued to invest and advise multi-million-dollar businesses. Then in 2013 he decided to take the wealth of knowledge he had acquired over the years and start spreading the love on social media. He has since opened accounts on every major platform, including YouTube, where he made an ad showing off his sweet ride. Oh yeah, and his Hollywood mansion, and his book collection.
Knowledge.
As for the rest of the story, well, you know the story because this is Before They're Famous. My name is Mike McCrudden, thanks for checking out this channel. I'm gonna film the rest of this in my garage.
Here in my garage, I own this 2002 Hyundai Tiburon. It's fun to drive around the mean streets of Toronto, but what I like more than materialistic things is knowledge.